It is so important to talk about heroes, to remember the men, to remember the deeds. And when I say it's important, I mean it's really, really important for not just the next generation, all the citizens of the nation. You hold your heroes up. It gives people something to look to, something to aspire to. And we do take email suggestions. There's a long, long backlog, as you can imagine, but you can email your love, your hate, your death threats, and your Medal of Honor suggestions if you have ones that you have a relation to or ones you just like. This guy sent, or this lady sent in this one, Jesse. I am proposing Chaplain Vincent R. Capodanno, who served in the Marines in Vietnam and was killed, in fact, on September 4th. He was a Catholic priest, and there's a mass in Washington, D.C. at the Shrine of the Immaculate Conception, proposing him for sainthood. He's now a servant of God. He was from Staten Island, New York, and he's buried there. Thank you. I love the show, especially the history lessons. You are on 9 to 12, and sometimes I fall asleep, so thank heavens for the podcast. Wish you and Chris all the best. So, without further ado, let's find out what this man did in Vietnam.
Ready, aim,
honoring those who went above and beyond. It's Medal of Honor Monday.
For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty as chaplain of the 3rd Battalion in connection with operations against enemy forces. In response to reports that the 2nd Platoon of M Company was in danger of being overrun by a massed enemy assaulting force, Lieutenant Capodanno left the relative safety of the company command post and ran through an open area raked with fire directly to the beleaguered platoon. Disregarding the intense enemy small arms, automatic weapons, and mortar fire, he moved about the battlefield, administering last rites to the dying and giving medical aid to the wounded. When an exploding mortar round inflicted painful multiple wounds to his arms and legs and severed a portion of his right hand, he steadfastly refused all medical aid. Instead, he directed the corpsmen to help their wounded comrades and, with calm vigor, continued to move about the battlefield as he provided encouragement by voice and example to the valiant Marines. Upon encountering a wounded corpsman in the direct line of fire of an enemy machine gunner positioned approximately 15 yards away, Lieutenant Capodanno rushed in a daring attempt to aid and assist the mortally wounded corpsman. At that instant, only inches from his goal, he was struck down by a burst of machine gun fire. By his heroic conduct on the battlefield and his inspiring example, Lieutenant Capodanno upheld the finest traditions of the U.S. Naval Service. And he gallantly gave his life in the cause of freedom. And as we do when they have given their lives, we play taps in their honor. Rest in peace, brother. You know, the history of chaplains doing incredibly brave things on the battlefield is long, and it is inspiring. They have played a critical role for a very, very long time, underappreciated because look, we appreciate the guys with the machine guns in their hands and things like that, but the guy with the Bible in his hands has done a lot of good on the American battlefields, and they always are deserving of our utmost respect. All right?